Hello, hello, hello. My camera's not working some reason. I don't know. Didn't feel like restarting. I just did. So I just said whatever. So we're gonna look at this area and some things I've come across that are worth noting, discussing, analyzing. So before we look at any searches, let's go through some things I found. So we've seen my previous videos on this subject matter, which is probably easiest accessible in my playlist that is called Middle East. Although it's mostly focused here. I'm just being vague purposely. But who knows what the future holds as well. If we really expand this type of process outward and see what we can see, it's very revealing. So I was using Google Earth for names and references and things that just help me find places and find information on things I'm seeing, but we're looking mostly at the historical data. So if we go tools, edit, where is it? Historical imagery. I was like, did they remove it? Like, oh. And I guess to go through the framework of what we're looking at real quick is this is what's happening is that oh, was that, that's not, oh no, that's a broader image. Was that in around May 2022, I don't know if that's when that image is, I guess so. There was this buffer zone thing, as they call it, that was being dug. And if we go, maybe we should go back a little bit. So this area had people living, and Egypt said, for whatever reason, we don't really know exactly what happened, decided it would build a buffer zone, they say, because of tunneling and other things going on. So they start building this buffer zone. It just starts out up here. The houses are still here. 2010 by 2000, let's say 12, we start to see some destruction of homes, demolition where they are forcefully evacuated, and then we move forward to, let's say, 2015. And we see it has expanded outward some, but it's still not reaching all that far south. And then we move forward, and 2018 we see it progress. 2019 we see it substantially progress. Substantially progress. Massive undertaking. These are here. Still here. But being destroyed over here. These ones being carved out, and this one's selected for a purpose. So if we go back, it looked like that, even more back like that. So we see them literally creating a path to the house, and then building a border around the house, and then reshaping the border to have an inlet from the main road, and then destroying the nearby homes. Not all of them. Let's go forward some. Looks like they're quite destroyed. Not destroyed. quite destroyed. Not, surprisingly, not down to the foundation. And this specific location, this is actually pretty far south because this is even south of this thing that was built starting around 2016, where they also carved out a home or some kind of building. There it is. Carve that building out. Oh my god. There's some kind of surroundings around it that they repetitively do. Started building rapidly. And then when they finish building these, they start building these. I believe it was here. Yeah. Right here. Nothing going on. Boop. Start building these. And then that's as far as we see. But they're literally just doing the same thing on this conduit and on this conduit from this walled off area. So I'm looking around at what the fuck is going on. Mind you, this walled off area isn't walled off just for funsies. It's walled off for a reason, because they dug fucking huge pits in the walled off area. That then were infilled for obvious reasons. Look at the dates. August 2023, May 2022, leading into a certain event that October 2023, these pits are here in their full glory, and then they're filled by June 2024 in this walled off area. All of them, there's at least 20. That doesn't mean new ones haven't popped up in their wake. Pits, pit. This one's not full in the final image, but I'm sure it's full by now. Gone. One at the end of the road, one at another end of the road, somewhere else. All sorts of freaking heinous things. Meanwhile, so if we look over here, this is worth like going through the past of too. This is fucking crazy. I was just looking at this building right here. Like, what happened to this building? Where notice they did that same thing where they carve out an area, push up a mound of material, looking like they just scrape it forward into mounds, and compress material from each side, possibly dump it off by dump truck. I found, if we go over here, I believe it's around here. I believe it's here. I know I saw some dump trucks. Like full on, like, oh, there they are. Maybe there's more over here. Well, that's not what I saw, but I was looking. Of course, I can't find them, but that's okay. Let's go back to what we're looking at. So these buildings, notice there's destroyed buildings all around. Oh, look, undestroyed buildings, but those pop up later. House is not destroyed. 2016, 2018, looked like that one was already destroyed by maybe even 16. 2018, they're just freaking gone. This one remains. This one remains. Also, this building. So let's go back before they had their surroundings. So this one was on the corner of this lot with some kind of I don't know why they do this. Is this farming? Is this olive trees? And then some kind of covered area, for whatever reason exactly, to do with what they're doing here. And then this building that has some kind of, I would call it maybe a soccer field or some kind of play area, suggestive that this is a school. Looks like there were even people this day, this time on the thing. I don't know, maybe. But then it changes. Goes from this, where the surroundings are there, to this pentagon looking thing with an inlet, where the surroundings are all destroyed mostly. Maybe something standing, who knows what's going on there, if anyone's there, what they're doing there, if that's their home or not. If it's actually destroyed enough where it's not habitable, etc. And we notice this thing's destroyed too, so they destroy that building in the corner. First they take this over, just take it over, build the mounds, and then destroy the thing, and then kind of get rid of some of it. This is not much changing. Looks like possibly a construction type vehicle there. I don't know, some kind of vehicle there. Maybe looking like one. I don't know if it's bushes. This seemingly school structure is still there, which is a little odd. Like, maybe they're using that too. Or maybe it's big, so it takes a little bit more effort to destroy it. Utterly wiped clean like it never was. Literally, building gone. Notice this, like, whatever this is, covered in part, but still there. This thing hanging out while this over here is happening, while down here, say around this area, where you notice buildings popping up around August 2023, and in more and more quantity as we just go forward in time, where they start to fill the area. Mind you, literally, if we look around enough, like let's say this one, I don't know, or this one, let's look at this. This image, look at this shit. Rubble. Let's even go back some more before it's rubble. Come on, decent image up, rubble. 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 The rubble reaches out here. Like, it's not just confined there, although it's definitely concentrated there. It's over here. And then keep going forward. Up, we got a new construction. Like, right at the edge. Like, literally the edge of this is really where the home stood. And then over here, something else is going up on rubble. And here we are, living in demolished homeland on the foundations. I don't know if that was the best example, but I've certainly came across them. Like, whoa, maybe this one. This is probably a good example. Literally building, surroundings, demolished, foundation, demolished, 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 but now we see some kind of roads start to take form in the area. Notice again what time frame. May 2022, no sign of any particular activity around. August 2023, we have a building here on the left, building here on the bottom left, something going up on the bottom top right. I think those all popped up. Yep, yep. I mean, I guess that was being built in May 2022. Yeah, but it wasn't constructed. Nothing particular on the right except demolition. And then structure pops up just to the right of the foundation. August 2023. And then by June 2024, the foundation is just repurposed. Literally on top of a destroyed building's foundation. A building. A building. And we see all around it this all popping up in this time frame. Nothing there. May 2022, just destroyed homes. August 2021, just destroyed homes. August 2023, bunch of homes popping up. June 2024, even more. November 2024, even more. With this one built on the foundation of a destroyed home, which is again one of probably many. Let's see, 2019, there's a building. Let's see if it's destroyed. It looks destroyed to me. Looks reshaped like it's destroyed. They literally built on top of the roof, it looked like. What the fuck? Oh my god. That's fucking out of this world. It looks like a collapsed building. Like over here, definitely. Let's see if we can go back. Okay, this building pops up around 2008 on to 2010. Bunch of cars there. Bunch of cars there. It's like a fucking mafia deal. Ain't no drug deal. So fucking we invading. So let's see if the building actually makes it. It's got four little things. Four little things. Still up. It does look like something else. What in the fuck? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they tore down the like collapsing part and like salvaged the rest. I don't know. What the fuck is that? Some kind of home with a nice little area. Really nice looking. Looks pretty fancy compared to a lot of things I've come across in terms of like green. Just kind of higher end home maybe. Or some kind of like complex. And it's fucking gone. And its foundation remains. Destruction there. They loop around it, I guess. It looks like they kind of shoved debris to clear out the sides and the center. Oh, something built. Boom. Looking like fucking military vehicles, a tank, or even like stationary in the ground type of thing. I don't know. Definitely some kind of military shit, which is the first I've seen out here. Some kind of military shit there. Speaking of, let's go back over here at these kinds of things. I was looking around, maybe not this one. Trying to think which one it was. I might be shifting around too many topics. So let me go back real quick. So they build this thing, this surrounding, and then they push trenches or whatever, mounds, walls quickly with some kind of construction vehicle. And then they destroy the nearby school. And notice around this, the sand or mounds seem to have some kind of top, like a makeshift wall. Fucking one of them slid down. And look around, it's all the way around, slid down. Or most of the way around. Where they, like, reinforce this with some kind of literal fucking debris of destroyed homes. Yeah, this is a good one. Me, pick it up. Some kind of machinery. Carry it on over. Set it down. I don't think it's the school because the school is here, but they seem to already be there in this one. But when they seem to appear, it actually seems to coincide with like this thing. Like it's destroyed back here. It's still sitting here in a pile, and there's no apparent upper edge thing, reinforcement, and then maybe a reinforcement here. So if we look at this versus the previous image, it looks way less white and reflective, and then over here looks more white type thing going on, and then when we see it here, they look relatively similar. So my thought is they took some of this thing and used it as reinforcement around here, which is fucking ridiculous. Like, what in the fuck? How do they live like this? How can anyone live like this? And then they're building a wall. So notice when these buildings are being occupied, like before occupation, it looks like, let's go back some, like this. Where there's roads and segmented areas, homes, and whatever else is amongst all this stuff, and including schools. Then they start to pick off these areas. Okay, strategically here, 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 here. Notice nothing going on to the east here. And they've got those places, and then this thing starts to happen. Or, that's not it. It's actually to come. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Then July 2020, from this one up, and then to this one where it bends around it, up, and then to this one, bends around it and pretty much goes along it, and around it, and up along this one, and then up to the frickin' border. August 2021. Clearly all this related to the destruction here and the future of it being for the purpose that it was used for and is probably still being used for. I don't know, I imagine. I mean, what the fuck? Digging pits. So then I'm like, what are they doing with these buildings? This one is hard to say. besides setting up shop in general. And maybe this is a good. There's some military, so it's definitely military. It looks like it's Egypt. Oh, this one. Actually, is that destroyed? No. It just looks kind of destroyed there. Both of these. There's a fucking literal, like, soccer field. Just sit in between them. Like, that's so out of control. So they got these. My thought is, what? Let's imagine you're up here, and you say, "What in the fuck did I just pass?" You're going east on this road, along Egypt's side of the border, and you continue. I don't know how exactly you get there. I don't know if people can turn right here. I guess so. And go along the border. Let's say they're coming through here and they didn't go through it. They went around it and they see this fucking thing and then they pass it and they have the audacity to try to go along it and look at it and fucking scoot along this boundary and turn here, go down here. And they keep going, and they're going along just like, what is going on over here? It's just like fucking weird as fuck. Driving along, seeing what I've come to find, because I've even found them in the middle of fucking doing it. Dump truck piles of material that are then being reshaped for whatever fucking purpose or used to bury things. That then go down, you go down here, and at some point, maybe this one is occupied and spots you. But, like, dude, you can't just come through here. What are you doing? Coming through our hood, bro? We set up shop here. I don't know where those vehicles were. Up fucking tanks. October 2023. And they're gone. Bunch of tanks. Set up shop, dude. Then we come down here to this one. And I'm pretty sure we see a similar thing. Here it is. Also tanks here. So all around this fucking thing, where they're about to build a wall, they got tanks overwatching the fucking operation. Not just there, not just over here, but if we go down on the fucking, oh, what do we see? More tanks stationed around this fucking thing. I bet the ones that I spotted over here, oh no, they must have been preparing. Let's see if there's any tanks over here. Probably not. So they've guarded the southern margin and the eastern margin with fucking tanks as they build a wall to surround the pits that they already dug, so that the pits can be filled. It's like, dude, these tanks kind of look Egyptian too. I mean, it's Egypt, so of course it's Egyptian. But it's like they're doing what someone else would do if they had the opportunity. They're literally doing it for them. And it's like, what the fuck? This is weird. And then meanwhile, all these homes are happening. And I start thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Let's ask. So I asked, does anyone currently live in the region of Rafah, Egypt? They basically said no. Because they've been relocated. And then I said, what about, or which other parts of North Sinai? Any to the direct east near Israel. So I'm trying to find, I don't even know if this is not actually the one that had the answers that I'm going to share, but this one actually had, I said, link images to the new Rafa buildings. And they fucking linked me this. I'm like, dude, this looks right here like literally what this fucking place is over here. So we have this one here. Not this place, but one of these, what do they call it? Urban development clusters. Another urban development cluster. And then we have one in Gaza. An urban development cluster that was fucking under construction in 2014. 2013 was when they were basically doing the foundations. And then they built it out by 2019. It's like built this freaking obnoxious urban development cluster that seems like maybe they were even gonna build it out some more. I don't know. When March 2024, it's still fine. June 2024, it's fucking demolished. So let's see when this is. Date, February 12th, 2026. This image looks like what those buildings are. I'm like, I doubt Rafah as a whole, or Gaza as a whole, looks like this shit. Like, I doubt there's anywhere else that looks like an urban development cluster. That's gotta be like over here or something, like walking along here, or somewhere around this area in general, where there's fucking destruction in the background down these alleys of narrowly spaced large buildings. These look quite close. Let's see. How close do these get? They get pretty close, I'd say. They definitely get closer than like a road. They get fucking close. So that, I came across that. And I was basically, so I was asking, I was looking, but I use the AI sometimes, even though it's maybe not the best to in any way support large data centers that are fucked up and ridiculous. But I do find it useful just to find like introductory information on things that are kind of difficult to find otherwise, without like asking several queries to direct it, I guess. When were Egyptians removed from the Rafah border? I said the displacement of Egyptian residents. I'm looking for exactly certain things, but let's just glance here. July 2013 to August 15. So this kind of ignores the stuff we saw after, I think it was 2018, 2019 maybe. In that time frame when that school was destroyed and so on. It kind of acknowledges it at some points, but like I'm pretty sure if I click here, July 2013 to August 2015, the articles and stories are really focused on that first phase and kind of disregard the second phase, which is far more sweeping and substantial and has other things happening simultaneously that are very fucked. The displacement of Egyptian residents, were any allowed to stay or all removed, complete evacuation, relocation to, and promises of a new Rafah. So and then here's what about around 2017 and after? Oh, this is actually from days ago. Let's look at when I started asking. Today. Okay. How far east did this zone extend from the Gaza-Israeli border? So I'm asking about the buffer zone. How far east? They say the Egyptian military buffer zone in Sinai was expanded in several phases, eventually extending 1.5 kilometers west into Egyptian territory from the Gaza border as of late 2017. I'm like, west? Doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about, west? And then they go on to say, recent satellite imagery, like west of the Gaza Israel border, which is where, like, the border kind of starts. West of that, 1.5 kilometers. No, the whole fucking length of Gaza. Where beyond to the east? And it's like struggling to answer because it's not documented, really, is my thoughts. It's super hard to find information on this. Maybe someone can share some links or places to find it, but I can't find much. So then they're saying extends more than 2 miles deep into the south. So just by 2014, even though they say 2 miles. So let's measure from the border. 2.3 to this. But really, if we look over here, like destruction's at least down to here, which is 4.5 miles. If we look over here, like it's fucking destruction down to here at least. That's 5. That's 5.5. Let's see. Let's ensure this is destruction and not construction of some sort of we're moving you here place to appease people. Let's find this. Where was this? Here we see. This is definitely destroyed. I mean, it's down to here. We even see what may be another fucking border type thing. I don't know. That looks like another one of those places that's just not as defined. It's also got like a radio tower. So it's a communication station, which I've noticed. If we go back up here, one of these has a purpose that is obvious. I don't know if it's this one. Probably not this one. I could have sworn it was in this location, but oh, maybe it's this one. No, I don't see it there either, though. Somewhere I saw. Oh, here's a bunch of dump trucks. There they are. There's the fucking ants going about their ant-like behaviors. Totally not fucking committing genocide or anything. Well, here's one here. Looks like it's got a fucking dust cloud behind it. Speeding down the road. I got shit to do. We got genocide coming up. 2 months, dude. 2 months. We gotta get ready. Smell. Border over here on the far side. Border all the way down here. Fucking construction vehicles en masse. Some road down here. Let's look at this one. 2012. Homes. Some kind of large building. 2012, 2015. The homes have been surrounded. This building as well. That one over there, the large one destroyed. Almost as if they're afraid of nearby concerns, although they maybe even... No, they destroyed the wall. It's them destroying the wall. Fucking destroyed it. Afraid of it. And then... It's all there the whole time, but it slowly gets, like, destroyed and possibly replaced. Or parts of it destroyed. Fucking clear as day. One of those scooping arms. Construction vehicles. Probably some others that do whatever. May 2022. And then August 2023. And then October 2023. Right by this thing. There's a bunch of tanks. Here it is. Here's the fucking thing. Radio tower. Go back 2014. There ain't no radio tower. They built a radio tower. Oh, I went too far. Let's say 2016. Based on that image looking kind of like it looks like it's definitely there by 2019. '20, 2022 it's there, 2023, 24, 20, kind of see what the fucking structure is. '24, 2024. So they got a communication center with a radio tower and some kind of whatever the fuck they're doing. And then over here, a bunch of fucking piles. Like, literally, and just dumping material. Dump zone. Whether or not anyone's buried below them, who knows. But dump zone. Over here. Tanks. Notice tanks. No tank. Or no, this is not the spot. They got some kind of weird outline for some reason. Trying to fucking grow a wall to block their tanks from view. Fucking gross. What are they doing here? 2020, 2021, 22. Up August 2023. Bunch of fucking mounds. October 2023, still mounds. June, November, still mounds. It's like they're preparing the area to fucking dig a pit in. Yeah, we could use some extra backfill. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? June 20 or November 2024, a bunch of tanks over here. So now I'm asking this thing, like, okay, In terms of specifically displacement, how far east from the Gaza-Israel border did the I tried to like capitalize in hopes it would like recognize emphasis. Displacement of Egyptians extended west. They emphasize west. Like, I don't want to click that. Maybe we can click that. Rafah City, like utter fucking obliviousness. And I said, so it did not in any way extend beyond the Gaza-Israel border. This is not what satellite imagery indicates. Satellite imagery does not, or does show construction right up to the border, but it does not show the displacement of Egyptian residents extending east of the Gaza border. BBC, let's see what they have to say. Satellite images show construction on Egypt's border. Extensive construction work in progress along Egypt's border with Gaza. So if we go back, this is not Egypt's border with Gaza. Egypt's border with Gaza ends here. Egypt's border with Israel, or so-called Israel, Babylon, begins here, so let's measure. The border of Israel and Egypt to where this fucking shit is happening is probably about that far at least. Like if we go down here, these are probably new buildings that have been built. And notice, this is fucking ridiculous. This is called a rest stop. A rest stop. This shit was built. There's fucking mounds. Like, it's clearly them. It's not a rest stop. This is an occupation zone that has people in it who need to live and do things. So, like, there's a rest stop. But it's an occupation zone. It's being occupied by the people carrying out the shit over here. So I said the Philadelphia Corridor, that's Gaza Strip border. Gaza side, and I said buildings are all destroyed up to at least 4 miles east of the border by 2022. Period. Explain. Period. The reports of buildings being destroyed up to 4 miles east of the border refer to the Gazan side. It's like oblivious because they aren't fucking telling anyone the scale and magnitude of what they're doing. They're like vaguely talking about it. Oh, there's a buffer zone and we're moving people out of there. And then they tell like the first day and then just like, okay, on to the next story. We told you, but we're just still doing it. Destruction east of the border, Gaza side. While the previous displacement discussed was Egyptian west, the area east of the border consists of the Palestinian city of Rafah. Like, it's so, it can't even comprehend spatially. I mean, this might be partly because AI can't comprehend spatially where the fuck we're talking about, and is just like choosing something in some direction. I don't know. I said, no, inside of Egypt, in the region along Israel's border, at least 5 miles, the buildings were all destroyed. Not opposite to Gaza. Explain. Inside Egypt, the area you are likely identifying corresponds to the creation of a massive secure zone that extends between 5 to 7 kilometers, roughly 3 to 4 miles. So notice it's not as much as we actually see it was. Into the, like, south. This is talking south, so it's totally, again, just fucking disregarding. Destruction you are seeing 4 miles deep. It's not deep, it's east, but also deep. And they just fucking, it doesn't acknowledge. And then I say, yes, and how far east does it extend? The secure zone you are identifying extends southward along the, I mean, it's just fucking, like, struggling. Completely struggling. I would like a specific source, and they, somewhere along the line, it brings up the Egyptian revolution. Where is it? Maybe I don't. Oh, fuck, I don't have it open. Like, that's what we're looking down at on these buildings. This is at least 2014. Let's try to find a date. 2018 at least. 2018, 2021, at least 2021. Discussion of the area. I haven't read. That's, oh, there's the new Rafa. It is that fucking thing. Ew. Ew, it is the thing. Oh, gross, dudes. And we already saw what they did to the one in Gaza. They destroyed it. It's not no safe haven. It's a fucking concentrated death camp where people are utterly under control and not able to resist in any way, and just fucking held there until it's time for them to die. Because they don't even want to deal with them. They just want to kill them. It's too much energy to send our people to be oppressors. It's preferable that no one's being oppressors, and we just all have removed you. So they're gonna fucking hold them there until they bomb it. Oh, problem solved. I don't know. Let's see if we just search east. And then put a space before it. East. Said that his family of 8 and about 50 other families had to evacuate from their homes east of Sheikh Zoo. Shoot. Sheikh. Zooid. East of this fucking dude. It's so far south. It's all the way down here. It's all the way down here. So I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Let's go to Egyptian Revolution. There we go. And I'm like, wait a minute. 2011, you said? 2011, Egypt had a revolution. Is that what you're telling me? I mean, I like generally recall it, but I don't know the specifics. But now I'm seeing it come up in this fashion. 2011. Let's look at what's going on over here. Oh, the homes are there. Homes are there. They're digging a buffer zone. So that's happening. They're digging this trench. But the homes are there. 2012. After this fucking revolution. Of course, they posed it that way for support. Like, oh, yeah, fuck the Egyptian government. good that the people stood up for their rights. It's so good that they stood up for their rights. I'm so proud of them. I support the Egyptian people. I support what they're doing in Egypt. The Egyptian Revolution. On February 11, 2011, Vice President announced President resigned, turning power over to the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces. A fucking coup was staged in Egypt to do this. Plain and simple. Because why are they playing along? Why are they playing along? And it's part of Arab Springs. Like, of course it is, dude. Of course it is. It's these fucking tyrannical governments getting their fucking octopus fingers, tentacles, into all world things, trying to manipulate any way they can. And they fucking got, and they occupied the government of Egypt, I would say. For this to happen, they had to occupy the government of Egypt, make the actual military begin to do the bidding of the occupying country, and then rapidly fucking destroy homes just sweepingly south. Destroy homes, and then, you know what, it's time for the Gazan death pits. So let's build this fucking walled off area, dig a bunch of death pits in it, and we'll set up shop over here. And they're fucking setting up shop over here. What happens next? Who do you think is setting up shop over here? Think it's Egyptians? Or is it just ipso facto or whatever? The terrains of Israel, like if everyone in a region is politically aligned with a country outside of the region to a point where that's adjacent, to a point where it's basically a colony of willing participants in the other country, wouldn't it make sense that at some point they say, you know, we want to be part of this other country. We really love them. They're the best. They're our favorites. Like, they show us the way. As Egyptians who are Muslim, they show us the way to the truth. We, as Muslims, knew that we were faulty in our ways as, quote, by definition of the actual fucking word, submitters to the will of God. We were wrong in our ways. Thankfully, we see Judaism as the way. I mean, because it is what it is. It's an invasion of a certain ideology. It's ultimately Zionism, but ties to itself to a religion to garner legitimacy. While doing this shit, destroying the fucking area. So I'm like, okay. I was looking at Lebanon at the terrain. Maybe I should look over here too. Like, they're clearly occupying and turning this into a death pit, but occupying the east of the death pit. And I want to be surprised, maybe if we look over here. Is there anything being occupied over here? Looks like it's still just destruction, probably because it's so close to Gaza. They need to like wrap around Gaza, so they're going down in and then west and then north. They're gonna occupy it in that fashion. literally with the nucleus of their occupation that they're swirling around like fucking will be death pits. So they got death pits and an occupation of military people. And so I'm looking around, like, how far out could this go? Could they be, like, what's their plan? I start thinking, what are they really up to? These clearly occupying and expanding intended-minded people. Like, it seems the bulk of the people live here. So to expand it, like, it kind of makes sense they would want to do it along the Mediterranean region rather than inward, just not just terrain, but just that's obviously where they could. And I'm like, what are they doing over here? What's going on over here? Looking around, so I'm like, let's go back in time. And I look over. And it's there quite a while back. But if we look like over here, 2002, there's nothing there really. Something starts to happen. So this starts to happen. This is real interesting. Then on the Egyptian side, we don't see anything. I think there are, like, sparsely houses in here somewhere. At some point, I guess not yet. Still no homes particularly. But if we look over here, development. Development over here. This is relatively developed along the margin geologically or geographically, whatever. And then down here, not much going on. We're looking at 2011. We see some stuff going on. (2012). This is after. So after the revolution. It's a revolution. We don't see any buildings. After the revolution, it goes like this. And then if we go over here, when did this go like this? 2004 is when it began, if anything. But really, 2009. And then by 2012, so they got this thing going on, and then it expands down here after the revolution. Spans fucking down. It's going down here. It's Egypt, though. Let's tell Egypt it's not invading fucking people. Promise. And then if we look over here, it's like, okay. So then I'm looking at this and I end up finding the name. I think it was here. Like, okay, by this way. Like maybe this one. This place also is a community settlement in the western Negev Desert. Okay, and then I looked around some more. I think if we scroll in. Like, what is going on? Just kind of looking around. And then I look over here, I'm like, this is weird. What is this? And it kind of reminds me of Foundations. And like a road system. That goes up to the road over here and then actually extends past it over into Israel. Seemingly having some effect over here. Something going on over here. Like something seems like it was here. And I look at it. And the curious thing is, if we go here, it's sitting there. It seems to have full-blown roads. 2017, 2016, 2011, 2009, 2007, 2004, 1985. We can still see it's there. And I'm like, what the fuck? See if I can find this tab. I don't know if this is where I came across it. Settlement was, yeah, Nitzani Sinai. The settlement was acquired by Israel in 1980 and moved to its present site in 1986 following the Egypt-Israel peace treaty. Let's click that. This is my guess, is there was a people, this peace treaty was signed, and the fucking homes are gone. But like no one ever rebuilt over here. So their fucking homes are gone for no reason. Just get the fuck out of here. We're gonna rebuild over here though. So they rebuild over here. So let's see. Oh, 1985, we see it popping up. 86. Wow, I don't know where all these additional years came from. 788. Totally see it popping up. Maybe it's because I'm zoomed out enough to see them. It just filters them at the zoom I tend to be at. We see it just building up in the 90s. So they get this area that they fucking remove the inhabitants. Take it over. So that's ours. That's the border of Israel. I assume. Let's see. How's Israel's south border moved relative to Egypt? Just generically put that. Egypt. Let's go to there. Egypt. Officially recognized international border along the 1906 line. Renouncing all claims to the Gaza Strip. Damn, they abandoned them. 1979, a dispute arose over the marking of the border line at its southernmost point in Taba. Yeah, they wanted that. You know that. You know they wanted that. He took most of it though. That's ours. I don't know what the Palestinian border was exactly. Palestine, Egypt border 19 before Israel, let's say. Okay. Freaking British mandate, of course. Just divide and conquer, literally. So my thought is they really want to extend further east. And then over here, they're setting up shop. They got rid of anyone who lived over here who wasn't in their accepted type of person. And set up shop. And I'm looking around like, this place is fucking lame. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll check out some features. I click this. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. It's pretty cool, actually. That's nice stolen land. Real nice stolen land. Pretty cool. Then I see this thing. And I'll look at it a little bit. Not in this one, though. If we go back, the Yossi Yafi Monument. Which we can read, say, here. In Hebrew. But if we drop an image, I don't know if this image. I think I restarted my computer is why. If we go, let's do this one. Go like this. Go to Google Translate and drop. Okay, Yossi Yafi. Writing about Yossi is difficult. Exaggerated, no one like him. Enlisted, so studied at an agricultural school. Enlisted in 1953 after a company commander and sabotage course. Of course, there's literally a course on sabotage. He volunteered. I don't know. This is translated, obviously, but it's kind of ironic. He volunteered for paratroopers, participated in the retaliatory operations of the 1950s in the paratroopers patrol, and from the patrol he was sent to the officer's course. After the officer's course, he returned to the patrol, seriously injured in Operation Samaria. In 1956, after recovering from the injury, he returned to the Army to command the paratroopers patrol. After this position, he was patrol and returned to farming. And returned to farming. Oh, here's your plot of land. Someday you can return to it. And just stop doing this thing we're doing. Okay. With the fall of Paratroopers Patrol, married, had children. In 1964, he began working as a tour coordinator for the something movement and later became the center of the youth committee. So we got a youth committee. Honored person in Babylon who performed several things in the IDF, basically, and he's honored because of his IDF experience, of course. He led the battalion in the battles of the Six-Day War in Jerusalem at Ammunition Hill and the Mount Scopus Ridge, war of attrition in the Suez Canal, and then at some point I said Operation Samaria, and I googled it. Reprisal operations were raids carried out by the IDF in the 50s and 60s in response to. So it's almost comical, dude. Like legitimately. Following the El Hama incident, in which 7 Israeli soldiers were killed. So it's like disregarding prior. Who cares about prior? Following the incident, Operation Attack on Al Hama. The next day, the first retribution operation since signing the ceasefire agreements was carried out. Sounds so fucking familiar, huh? Unlike the following retribution operations, this operation was carried out by the Air Force. The operation failed when the attacking planes missed their target. Beit Jala raid in reprisal for the rape and murder of a Jewish girl, which is of course terrible, but let's see what they did. 3 houses in the Palestinian Arab village are blown up and 7 Arab civilians are killed. Makes sense. Israel formally denies involvement. Oh, it's funny they fucking include this. But international investigators blame the IDF platoon for the raid. Operation Shoshana. So they like fucking killed a bunch of civilians. And they're like, ah, shit. People found out. We didn't do it. Operation Shoshana, also known as the Kibbutz Massacre, on 14th of October 1953, a force commanded by let's see the reasons. The massacre occurred following an attack in which an Israeli mother and her 2 children were killed. Mother and 2 children. Okay, let's go back. Kibbutz Massacre on October 14th, 1953. A force commanded by Ariel Sharon attacked the village of Kibbutz in the then Jordan controlled, oh what a surprise, West Bank. That it's just like fucking history repeating itself constantly, dude. The same fucking thing. West Bank during the night, killing 69 villagers, 2/3 of them women and children. In addition to that, 45 houses, a school, and a mosque were destroyed. Mother and 2 children. So, like, mother and 2 children, 69 villagers, a school, 45 houses, and a mosque, including 2/3 women and children. Let's say the U.S. government is like, oh, dude. Someone killed a mother and 2 children. What are we gonna do? Well, the obvious solution is we kill 69 villagers, 2/3 of women and children, 45 houses, a school, and a mosque. Isn't obviously. That's like 1-to-1 in terms of that. Like it makes up for it. That's it. Problem solved. It's fucking nonsense. Like that's not how it works. Like who did it? Why did they do it? That's like as a community, work it out. Oh no, you just want to fucking steal land. Got it. Got it. I see what's going on here. Making up false flags all the way back to 1951 and beyond. And stealing land. But at this time, so it's just like systematic. Carried out in Egypt control Gaza between February 28 until March 1st, 1955. Operation was aimed at the Egyptian army. 38 Egyptian soldiers were killed during the operation, with 30 injured. 8 IDF soldiers were also killed and 13 injured. Who cares? We need this land, bro. According to the president, Nasser, this operation was the main motivation for the Egyptian. I don't even see their reprisal reason, but whatever. Operation Al Qayyim, carried out on August 31st, 1955, against the police forces. Fucking attacking foreign police. Khan Yunis, from where attacks had been carried out against Israelis. It's fucking. We'll attack anyone in the way. They're like, someone attacks someone here. That's our jurisdiction. That's for us to deal with. You know what? We're gonna fucking kill you because you're in the way. 72 Egyptian soldiers killed. Followed out by a massive buildup of Egyptian troops in the Gaza Strip. Attack carried out September 11th, 12th, 1955. 2 paratroop companies on this place, in which over 20 Jordanian soldiers and policemen were killed. Operation Egged. Fucking dumbass names. Following an Egyptian border provocation in the Nitsana demilitarized zone. This sounds... Is that place we were just looking at? Yeah, Nitsana. That's over here, where this is. Over here, Nitsana. If we look at this, Nitzani Sinai. This is a general area. Nitsana, there it is. So in this area, demilitarized zone, 200 paratroopers carried out a reprisal raid against an Egyptian military post at blah blah blah. 12 Egyptian soldiers were killed and 29 others were taken prisoner. Just fucking paratrooping in and killing people. Following the invasion of the Egyptian forces into an Israeli youth village and communal settlement in Nitzana. Sounds like a fucking false flag to occupy the region, because that's what they clearly fucking did. The IDF carried out an attack in that area. 81 soldiers killed, Egyptian, 55 captured, 7 IDF soldiers were killed because it was a fucking ambush. Operation Olive Leaves, a Syrian post located on the east coast of Sea of Galilee. Which one was that dude in? Samaria. There it is. Carried out 1956, in which IDF forces attacked the Kalkilia police forces. 100 Jordanian soldiers and 17 IDF soldiers were killed during the operation. They killed a bunch of Jordanian soldiers. Operation was carried out in response to the constant infiltrations from the West Bank and in response to the constant attacks from the Jordanian army aimed at Israeli soldiers and civilians. I don't believe a word you guys have to say about why and what happened and how it happened. You're just fucking untrustworthy. Sorry, you're a fucking heinous piece of shit, dudes. If you're not doing it, then don't associate yourself with them and feel like that's offensive. Because this is fucking heinous. And if you are doing it, well, you're fucking heinous. Just digging pits. Stealing land systematically. Let's see what else we saw here. I don't know if I want to read this too much. State of emergency. Alright, this is trying to see around 2011, 2009. 5 years before the revolution, police brutality denied the existence of torture abused by police. So, as is like a standard, like think of Iran. Oh, they're abusing women. I'm not saying they're not, but I don't think it's so excessive as to warrant a fucking thing the United States does, or Israel. It warrants discussion if that's happening, and people who know what the fuck they're talking about actually being allowed to speak. Fucking tyrants. But then they just forgot their excuse. Police brutality. They just feed the fire. Create a fucking fire in Egypt to the point where they actually manage to stage a coup in the country. So that they can basically start to conquer South. My guess is their objective is to move to this road, to this town. So if we kind of look at it, like they're already fucking down here. They're not that far away. Like, let's see how far it is. Like, let's see, where are they? Destruction reaches to... Is it more inward? Like, are they wrapping around some of it? This looks like it's fucking taken over by military. Yeah, I'd call it taken over. It's got a wall suddenly built like all the other fucking places. Shit, yeah, that definitely was destroyed. Stuff destroyed around it. Okay, let's use there. To here. 20 miles. 20 fucking miles. And if we look at the actual layout, there's a road that starts here, or not there, and then over here. That comes down to this point and then goes either east and wraps down that way, or another road that goes south and just south and just south and just south and just south and goes fucking right to this place. And this east road, let's actually go back. Like how these roads have been there. They're part of how it developed, but they're also like invasion corridors. So if they were to go over here, they could continue, take over this area. Is this any sign of destruction and rebuilding? Looks fucking... Maybe not. So it's not reaching over here yet. No destruction here yet. Whatever exactly this is. But they can take that over relatively easy. Continue along the road though, and just go south here. South. I guess that just goes to here. It definitely can come to over here. I don't know how to get rid of that line. I come to here, this point, and then they're basically occupying all this. So how will they get here? They can go this way or that way, which just comes right off that road, really. That was going this way. They just come down. Half of them go right. The other half goes left. They fucking keep on going down. Go in here. And then come in through this way. Wrap around. Occupy this entire fucking, like, center of roads where they all kind of meet. Occupy this whole area. And just start going in. And this place, it just like, it goes across, goes across, goes across, goes across. It naturally has a border that maybe like kind of wobbles. Where they might like try to occupy at least some portion of this. I don't know. As a next step for whatever reason. Like in terms of what excuse they tell. Get rid of that. I don't know. What the fuck? Isn't it disgusting? Maybe we can see it more updated if we... Nope. So, like, look at Israel. What's it doing over here? It's like, oh, it's a holy site. We're building over at the holy site. Where we're honoring war veterans, or whatever the fuck they did. Like, or do they know it's a good entry point to control? So they're like setting up shop in far in advance, just so this whole border, like especially because Egypt is not setting up shop here with some kind of like resistor. Like, oh, we also have a town here that we can also, if you want to be fucking assholes about, stand up and defend from, as a good hub, because if you're like fucking, you're a military member, you're a human too, you're driving through this shit, it's not so optimal. You would prefer to have some kind of like launch pad, so they figure out a way to occupy it and get rid of all its fucking buildings. Way back whenever the fuck this happened. Like, nah, son, that's us. Don't even rebuild there. Rebuild over here. Snag some of this water to kind of get it going. I don't know exactly what's going on here. And then start building up. You plant your trees, of course. You don't want to forget about planting your trees. Whatever this is. Plant your trees. When did this shit happen? Let's see. 2011, after the revolution. So notice this shit is kind of going up. Into that time frame. It's time for Egyptian revolution. Where is it? Where is that fucking thing? It's so... There it is. When did they plant that? 2012 on. 2015. Reminds me of a video of one of those being made out of stones that were already made into a cross. It's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Although, I said some shit that's maybe rude. I don't exactly agree with certain perspectives that I feel to be not evidence-based and more interpretive. Like, did they... destroy all of these? Looks like the ones they didn't destroy are still standing. Dude, they fucking kept like a half a village to house their nearby people, probably. You can have that home, and you can have that home. We don't even want to build them. Oh, gone, never mind. These homes. Those ones maybe. There's a fucking car there. Occupado, bro. Or is that a car? False alarm. Oh, let's see. Let's watch the tracks to see if they're like getting used. It definitely looks like it's used. Like these tracks here. Get more defined after, let's say, there's some, and then here's some. Especially October 2023. June 2024. Definitely looking used. So they're occupying these homes, probably. Scraping a fucking road. Is that what's happening? Like, what? What the fuck is this? They're like fucking scraping a road, I'd say. I don't know. This is as far as we can see right here. Among some buildings that kept standing. Or maybe some other purpose, I don't know. That looks like maybe not a car, I don't know. Road over here. Come down here, turn right. Loop around, boop. Park at that one. That one, maybe. Strangely, relatively, like, not right near the road, maybe intentionally. Like, no one gets to keep a house too close to the road. We want it to look like everything's destroyed, and we didn't just occupy a bunch of houses, too. Oh yeah, this is the place I was... So we got a bunch of tanks, but then we got this thing. I don't know what that is. It looks maybe like one of those dump trucks that's actually in the middle of dumping. I don't know. Because October 2023 is that. And then the next image is a bunch of fucking piles of dump truck drop-offs. And then they're just sitting there hanging out. And the next one with some tracks up to them, through them, around them. Just thinking like some pits. I don't think they would do it here though. That's the thing. It shows up after October 2023. Whatever it is. And so do these things. Or just before. Not there. Whatever is on the side of this. Whatever's over here and here. Which, by the way, some more vehicles around. These weird sloped looking things that I don't know what to make of them. Seem like fucking running material up. Some kind of conveyor belt type thing, maybe? I don't know. Like, what the fuck is this? Conveyor belt up to something, like a dump truck or something, I don't know. Right around this thing is super weird. Imagine you had some prisoners and you walk them over here and force them into this area. Super sketchy. I don't think that's what they're doing, but it fucking is weird. Nice home you got there, Billy. I doubt his name's Billy. Oh, we'll take that one. Like fucking instant. Let's watch the evolution of this home. No home 2004, no home 2007. 2008, the home's first building goes up. 2010, the second building and the walls up. It's going along. 2011, 2012, 2012, 13, 14, it gets the roof on it. Seemingly, like it seems like it's added on. Maybe. My guess is some kind of added construction on the upper layers. And then boom, take it up. I mean, it's possible they did that. But it looks like it's done while everyone else is around. So they're just fucking... They don't know. Imagine you're living here and you're hearing about the revolution of the Egyptian people and the buffer zone, but you're just like, okay, I'm far enough away. I'm far enough away from the buffer zone that my home won't be taken over like this. And you fucking invest, because sometimes people invest in their stuff and make your home or whatever this is a bit more built up, and they fucking occupy it. And then destroy everything around it. Like, what are these things? Let's see the history of them. Not there whatsoever. There. Strange. It's almost like fucking spots to post up for people coming across. Fucking tank maybe over here. I don't know. Gone. Looking like tanks. Maybe construction, but they kind of look more like tanks. Posted up at the north side, east side. Maybe one there too. And at the entrance. Fucking sketchy, dude. Homes are still there, so they post up. Yeah, we know you saw us steal this nice home and fucking destroy surrounding homes and build a wall around it and occupy it. Well, we think you're not too happy about the writing on the wall. So we'll post up fucking tanks, like, consistently, dude. Consistently. Crazy. Two 2017. 2018 looks like by around that time they stopped with the tanks, or it was a moment they weren't there for whatever reason, because no one actually is attacking us because they're afraid of us and don't know what the fuck to do. So I think we're good to go do this other thing over somewhere else, maybe fucking this thing, I don't know. Go around just fucking destroying the buildings. Come back, post up shop a little bit more. It's just like the US, dude. Occupied government doing the occupier's bidding. And then the protected area is kept inside. If we look at this, like, this looks fucking heinous in terms of the tanks being posted up. Whatever's going on here, maybe even they're like capturing people, bringing fucking hostages or people that they're gonna kill back to here with a high regularity, so they also understand that people might try to come there for their people. So it kind of makes sense that whatever it is would be inside the wall when the wall is built. And we've got ourselves a fucking wall running right up to it, going inward because of its structure, so we had to fucking put it out and didn't bother to just kind of dig a slightly curved road more and make space. We just said, fuck it, that's good enough. And so imagine you're in this area and you escape. You're like over here. You're like, oh shit, dude, I'm in a fucking cage. Get out of this building. Somehow you make it over the wall, maybe through this gate that looks like they may or may not block it off in some manner if it's not fully a gate, but seems like it's probably, there's a full thing there, not full there. Yeah, it's like opens and closes when they let their loads of hostages in. So let's say you escape. Somehow you escape and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and you just fucking run. You run east. But holy shit. And you get to this fucking wall. You're like, oh shit, dude. How the fuck am I gonna get out of here? I guess I'll follow it. And you think, well, left is Israel directionally. So maybe let's go right. And you go right, and you see a building as you kind of approach this area. Maybe you don't even see it from here. I'm not sure if, like, right here, along here, walking along the wall, you might kind of miss it. I'm not sure. But then you fucking get around here, and what happens? You get boop sniped. And they already fucking knew you were coming. They were watching you already. You fucking dead. Dead on arrival. Seems like a reason to put such a building inside the walls at this general corner while cutting off this one, cutting off this one, cutting off this one. These get cut off because you don't really need them in there. Like, if, let's say, someone escapes to this area, this corner is pretty good. It's just oops, I went to the corner. But if you try to go back west, they got like an operational hub over here to just fucking get you from. So it's pretty good at keeping people fucked. And then they go home and sleep in their newly constructed place. There's a car just on the move. It's coming this way, so he must have come from over here or this way. Maybe up here then. Maybe off of here somewhere. So he was maybe going down this road from here, which kind of makes sense. Like, this is the main way to go from here down this road around to here, turn this way, and this connects. So anyone over here that works in these buildings has to loop around there and go this way without just destroying the wall in some area. So they gotta do it. So then they come over here, wherever exactly that car was. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was someone leaving and going back to their freaking makeshift home. On top of demolition, probably. Not probably, but possibly. Then they keep going down here. Let's check this shit out. This looks like a repeating structure, dude. It's like their earth processing, maybe. For the amount of fucking digging and shit they're doing. Maybe they need this type of building, like, regularly. Just seeing it here. And notice it has 4 corners with tall building type, like fucking tower, watchtowers, probably with fucking snipers. Snipers at the corners. Come over here, same fucking thing. 4 corners, same exact construction. Come down here, same fucking thing. 3 of them, all one after another. I don't know what the fuck. Are there more of them? Is there one here? Oh, 4 of them. It's like clockwork, dude. What is this shit? And notice they all have a blocking vision wall. And you wouldn't dare to fucking come in this area wall. Or non-wall, so it doesn't matter. So if anyone drives by, that they let live. they just can't see without coming in. Like standard for how they build these fucking sketchy ass fucked up things. Let's see if this is a building that once was. Of course it is. Repurposed. Took this building, so we're gonna fucking house people here. We're gonna house people in this, like, school or whatever the fuck it is. 2011, 2012, 14, 15. Keep the building, but fucking repurposing the region. So gross. Why would you fucking do that? Look at this shit. Like, you got this with walls and stuff, and you just say, you know what? Destroy a wall. Put a tank in the corner. Put another fucking military vehicle here. Like, straight up tank in the corner. Residential buildings that we're occupying that will then build some kind of fucking trench system all around it. And then we'll hang out here. Keep a tank here, I guess, pretty much systematically. Fucking hanging out. Oh, it's gone. 2017. 2018. 19. It's just kind of fucking there. Whoa. 19. It's also where this road and this road meet. Suggestive that it's like a good hub to go this way. And vice versa to go this way. From this road as well. Which makes all the more reason to fucking use this as a residential building. And then they build one of these fucking things within the walls next to the residential building. They got a tower now. Radio tower goes up at some point. Let's see when. I didn't notice. It was up there. It's possibly there. Definitely there. Oh, definitely there. Definitely there. There. Not there. 2016 or so. Which is probably when they did that other one too. So they built up a fucking communication network. And then they started to build things they actually needed to build that they couldn't just fucking occupy. Oh, this locale doesn't have any death pits. We're gonna have to dig them, I guess. I guess so, Jimmy. I don't know what they're doing. They need to modernize. It's the way of the future. Of the NWO. Whatever you want to call us. We don't exist. Don't mind us, we're just over here. Destroying everything in our wake. Building up fucking walls around occupied territories. Dude, that is fucking... It's like a microcosm of the virus that occupies the minds of the people fucking doing this. And how they operate. It's fucking come in, destroy the surroundings, build a wall, occupy the thing, construct whatever they want, and then start to build new makeshift homes as we fully occupy the fucking area. Dude, again on foundations. Like, no fucking homes left standing. 2022. August 2023. A bunch of shit going up. This is no. This is no minor operation, dudes. Straight up occupying the surrounding territory around their occupied fucking hub. Destroying anything they don't want to keep for at least a time. Like, that's how. Like, think about that. Imagine you're fighting a war. Some oppressors or resistance. I guess this is Egypt, but you're destroying everything. Fuck it, like, it doesn't make any sense. They literally can choose at will what is most convenient for them, is my point. Like, they just are like, oh, we like this building. We like it for what we want to do. This fucking schoolyard becomes operations center. Let's see. And then just like a fucking focal point. A town death pit. This whole fucking thing, like, all here is occupied. Surprised they aren't extending over here. Let's look for those fucking things like this, where they kind of show themselves. Like, here we are. We're setting up shop here. Did you see where we're setting up shop? Hey, guys, don't overlook this one. We're setting up shop here, 2010, 11. Someone comes in, like, building a new building. Little fucking weird. Little weird. Don't think they just occupy buildings that were pre-built in terms of by someone else. They also occupy buildings, they say, you know, let's make a building there. We'll prepare it for when we do the other shit. So it's possible that's what's going on there, given the date that they were like pre-planned this building for other purposes, and then shit gets destroyed around it, and all that's left standing is the building they built, which they then use as a hub. It looks to be standing in all these. It definitely looks weird, but I don't know. Is that a tank? Kind of hard to say. Definitely some shit around it, vehicle-wise. Maybe not a tank if that was the same thing, but some other vehicles around it. Maybe not the most heavily military place, like they're just kind of creating another repeater zone where they extend their occupation. Here's a bunch of activity. Tank, 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 tank. Tanks. Okay, that looks kind of like what was over there. Maybe it was tank. Tanks. 2013, just fucking hanging out. 2019, already occupied completely. 16. 17, occupied. Fucking. Let's look around. This stretch, not yet destroyed. Just begun. Starting to be more destroyed. It's definitely more destroyed. And fully destroyed, okay. Wonder if we can even... I guess they just come from the road, though. Like, we can see their tracks. Look at that shit. This building. Up, next building. Bam. Up, turn off here. Beep. Go up here. I'd probably come from actually up here. Go down, turn off, do that one. Keep going, turn off this way, do that one. Turn down here, do that one, do that one, do that one. Go down this way, do that one. If they don't just turn around and say fuck it. Someone else did it at some point. Maybe they went down this way like, ah shit, someone did that one. Okay, so I've reached the demolished homes, so I'll just go back. Over here, they just fucking come in, destroy, go over, destroy, go down, destroy, destroy. Fucking nasty, dude. Ew, look at this shit. Ew. They're so gross. It's fucking disgusting, dudes. Oh, what's going on here? It's another school. That's gotta be another school. It's got that red field looking thing again. $16. Oh, surroundings start to be destroyed. And some structures fucking built all around it. Up to it. I'm surprised it doesn't wrap around it. Yep, one of these fucking things goes up. It looks like a... It does kind of look like a dump truck type thing where they're just loading. I don't know. It's so fucking weird, man. Let's try it. Let's see. If I go like this. Maybe a little bigger. And go over here. Go back here. Drag and drop, sure. Hey, what is it? Can't detect. Oh, this is text. Just. That would be why. I'm like, can't detect. Of course you can't. Satellite view of a military radar site. Damaged in a missile strike. Ooh. None of these are quite the same yet. They're so systematic that it should be like identical. Iran, it's all fucking Iran in the stories. Kurdish military outpost. That looks real familiar. These fucking things wrapping around it. Totally like we've seen elsewhere. Watchtower type shit, just like we were just saying. Let's put Egypt. Yeah, sure. It's an air base. Literally. I gotta do some research and see if anyone's talking about this shit, like, in more depth than I just haven't come across. Cause I'm like, is anyone looking at this shit? Like, actually, in a thorough manner, like, to a point where they're, like, well documented. Tank. Skull. Some shit, let's just go forward, still there. Thing's still there, bunch of fucking tanks. So it's definitely some kind of military outpost. But they're so systematically the same. This looks... Is this new? Oh, hello. That's kind of cool. I like living in this big old roundabout. Oh, time to go. It was nice living in the big old roundabout for a while, but nothing can last forever. Oh my god, just fucking... Homes are there. No tracks. Homes are demolished. Fucking... Ew. It's so... Literally like little fingers extending to the next demolished site. Oh my god. That means one person is just boom, house, boom, house, boom, house, boom, house. Like fucking chain demolishing this shit. Whatever this is, looking almost like fucking bombs, and like there was some resistance to this, and this. Ew. It's right next to this fucking thing too, of course. And it's extending down here. They're setting up shop around these houses. Fucking heinous. Like this is over here, so they're definitely wrapping around the death pits. Like way over here. Occupying over here too. Let's see up here. How far up does this go? It looks like it goes to this road. And then maybe a little bit more in places, but mostly to that road. And then this road too, but in terms of stopping at this road. So they pretty much go from this road over here and in this whole area, east and south of it. Where this area doesn't seem to have that happening much at all. The people are gone. Their homes are destroyed. Right? Yep. Yep. It's weird the tracks over here are not fucking egregious looking like over there. Like there's not much of any evidence. Maybe it wasn't so immediately taking the image, where over there was like within days. Just happenstance of the timing, I don't know. Something seems to be happening there. Nope. It's almost like they're like distal. Wait, oh my god, I thought it was the fucking pit over there, dudes. This is June 2024. November 2023. So they dug another fucking pit. And we can see their tracks going back to here. which I would say goes down this road, and then down this road, and then down this way, and goes back to one of its hubs. Like, in terms of how they got there. Another pit. That one was more in the time frame of the others, and is still not filled in the most current imagery at least. Fucking heinous. Oh my god, dude. Can see fucking tracks going in. Another of those radio towers. Of course they need communication by the death pits. This one don't need no protection though. No one is getting near this tower. It's just got a little wall around it. This looks occupied. Let's see, 12, 13, no, it's something they built. Oh, maybe not. No, there it is. There it is. All these buildings, they literally carefully destroy the ones around it. So as to occupy it. And use it, and use it, and use it, and still use it. Bunch of construction vehicles over here. Dump trucks lined up, ready to go. Probably to continue this pit. They're trying to dig to the fucking Mediterranean, I guess. Just to fucking try to green the... Make Israel green again. Oh, yeah. It's not genocidal maniacs. It's not, I assure you it's not. It's perfectly reasonable. Huh? What's going on here? Some kind of building. Surroundings is right by the wall, and then it gets walled off 2011 or 12 or something. And then still there, seemingly hard to tell. It's definitely still there. Occupied though. If it wasn't, I guess it probably was already kind of occupied. Given how close to the border it is. Then they actually extend a road past it. A part of this project is to actually add a second road. Oh my god. These things all get walled off. gated entry there into this one that then has another gate into this area, and then a gated entry here into this one, etc. Very. Oh, it's for blah 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 blah. Oh, whatever, dudes. Doesn't even matter what it's for. It's fucking gross. It's all part of it. Here's some tanks hanging out. Just driving along this. Oh man, you can just see the fucking routes tanks are going, huh? Definitely is further south, like in here, along the fucking buildings. What's the best way through? Through, dude. Through. Oh my god, look at him go. Just fucking right along the border. Does this look like a people that are under threat? They got fucking sparsely separated tanks. Here's a couple tanks. Oh, couple tanks maybe. Like, it's fucking sparse. It's just there versus civilians with no fucking capacity to resist tyranny. It seems like they went all the way down here, like fucking straight up, and wrapped around here, encompassing it from all sides, kind of thing. This doesn't look very destroyed though, so maybe they didn't go that far. Oh, damn, dude, this is refugee zone. Oh, yeah, maybe they did go that far. Let's see if we see any curious things that look a little odd. That's there. That's there. That's there. Not there. May 2022, you know when those pits start going up. August 2023, all these buildings pop up. May 2022, not there. August 2023. Looking like fucking straight out of the UN or some shit. Some kind of we're here to help type buildings. Let's see, maybe these ones too. Let's see if they were also not there here. Pfft. And then also show up here. Pfft. Fucking clown show, bro. Right at the fucking corner. Where they can round people up. Bring them to their little fucking facilities. Hey, you're going on a ride. Let's see. Can we find anyone going on a ride? Down to the pits. I mean, it totally makes sense they would take this road that they made. And tanks wouldn't mind because they're like, that could be some people getting taken to the pits. Coming down, come on down to the Price is Right. And I keep going down here. And somewhere they get in there. Somewhere they cross the friggin' border. Keep on going. Maybe a tank, maybe not. Looks like a tank just posted up here. Fucking Tank posted up here. Not sure. Kind of looks like it though. Another one there, maybe. Just fucking what's the word? Just a bunch of guns aimed down on the people below, kind of thing. Like a prison setting. Just some kind of tower. Let's see, did that go up in this time frame? No. Oh, fucking destroyed. Oh, I wasn't looking far enough ahead. Like, that could be a fucking truckload of people. Tanks, tanks. Tanks, tank. Oh my god, dude. Tank, 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 tank. Maybe. Tank, 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 tank. Fucking invading army. Dude. Tank, 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 tank. So gross. Tank, 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 tank. I'm looking straight up for fucking bus type shit. Bunch of military here. I guess they would use something more like this. One of those, like, carry the soldiers kind of shit. Damn, they're all over. All over there. Ease of access over here. Is this area, like, destroyed? This looks destroyed, maybe. Oh no, it's still there. Still there. Oh my god, dudes. And then refugee zone. No refugees. Refugees. Okay, no, that white thing was not there, and then became there that time. Which kind of makes sense if it's just housing people, but if there's something before October 10th like the other ones, then it's fucking weird. Like, let's see if any of these disappear at May 2022. Like, clockwork, dudes. We see these ones mid-construction. May 2022. August 2023. Before. They're literally fucking preparing, dudes. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Kind of signs of fucking activities here. I don't really see like high military presence. Yeah, let's kind of look at these ones. These ones over here. Some of these. See if they disappear when I go back. Boop. Oh, that did. I was looking on the right side. I didn't see the left side. This one did. These changed. Might have seen some of this already. I don't know. This one's built. This area looks almost like it got fucking built. Dude. Walled off area. That looks like a fucking prison. Who knows what it's for? Built in that time frame. With openings, so maybe not that prison like in the outside. I mean, some of these could be coincidence, but when it's a fuck ton, all being built right before the fucking false flag. I don't know about that one, but that is new then. And some of this is probably actually agriculture stuff, and all this stuff looks more like it's just how it is there. People, literally people laying on the beach, I guess. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really look like people. Maybe it's boats. Yeah, it's boats. Boats that they take out to the beach, not laying on the beach. Probably fishing. March 2024. This area is not that bad. June 2024. Dude, imagine there's so many fucking people that are refugees around that you literally have to set up on the beach. Like, alright. This spot is clear still. Set up on the beach. I'll go back. None of this shit's there. I mean, certainly some of it is like humane. Whatever is organizations trying to help in creating fucking places for refugees. But how much of it is pre-planned things that are popping up before October 2023 seem super suspect. Especially after May 2022. What happened in May 2022? Events of political significance. Early 2022. I don't know. Russia-Ukraine conflict. Which kind of makes sense. Like, they talk about this a lot while they fucking carry out their operation. Russian invasion of Ukraine, February. Yep. I can't remember how long that was really like a main topic in the news. Definitely pretty long though. Let's see what the Council on Foreign Relations lists number 1, 2, 3, etc. Also, COVID, I guess. Russia invades Ukraine, US China tensions grow, climate change intensifies, inflation returns, COVID eases. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. COVID. Let's see what they're doing during COVID. COVID is so dangerous. What if people die by getting near one another? Keep your 6 feet separation. Don't get near each other. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to be near each other. It's dangerous. Ah, so dangerous. Just fucking free building. Cluster too. It's literally clusters people together. We care about your health. Everyone's gonna stay indoors and keep a 6-foot radius and condemn anyone who doesn't do what we say. We're the respectable leaders here. So respect our authority. Authority. Sorry, dudes. Oh no. It's kind of lame. Another fucking communication tower. How gross. A bunch of tanks. Some kind of fucking shit going on here. What the fuck is all this? I don't even know. Maybe... I don't know. One of these... Surprise, surprise. I don't know if I came across that one. I've come across so many. Probably have, given its location. Don't recall this tank layout, though. Fucking tanks. Building that they probably occupied that was pre-existing. Yep, look at them go. Fucking gross. This fucking coup in Egypt led to this, undoubtedly. They're pretty much a occupied nation. They called it a revolution so that people would be happy about it. Here we go. There's a fucking... I knew I saw these. Straight up caught in the act. Taking their fucking dump loads. One of these fuckers loading it in there with the arm. Loads it up. Scoop. This one's going away. This one's empty looking compared to that one. Coming back. So this dude's going this way. And he's probably just gonna fucking dump it. This dude maybe dumped it here. Opens the bed, starts dumping, starts driving forward, and here he is. This dude's gonna come over, do a little fucking reverse boom in whatever way exactly. And then open his bed, drive forward, and they just fucking come on over here. And they move the dirt from over here to over there. Holy fucking shit, look at them go, dudes. Scoop, 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 scoop. Shoving one, shoving one, shoving one. Another one like fucking shoving material. So they're probably scooping it here, turn around, rotate, put it over as far as they can that way. And this dude's like, okay, shoves it out, shoves it out, shoves it out, while he's slowly moving along and building a pile here. Seems to be what's going on generally, and vice versa, where maybe this one is doing there, but this one maybe is doing over here. Although this one seems to be shoving it towards these guys. I don't know exactly. Maybe because he's working from the center line here. Like, fucking insane operation. Also, whatever this thing is. Shows up around 2021. Looks fucking weird, and then is gone by 2023. Like, it seems to be intentionally left there, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. Look at them go. Pit diggers. These dudes here are probably the same vehicles that dug this pit. If they're not the exact same, they're certainly the same generally. In terms of the same make, model, and whatever. Like part of one fleet. Oh my god, so gross. What the fuck is this? Okay, let's see when this was, became like this. 2020, it's certainly always like, oh, 2019, this shit gets built. None of that shit's here beforehand. 2020, we see cargo type stuff, but also fucking weird shit. It's not pallets. I realized they're elsewhere at some point. I doubt these are pallets. So some kind of shit going on. Maybe supplies for some operation. Then it extends it. Fuck, we needed more area. That looks like drill type things. I don't know. It's like changing the fucking... a bunch of dump trucks. What the fuck? Why are there a bunch of dump trucks next to whatever this is? Maybe, are these like flatbeds? What the fuck? Oh, it's the wall. It's gotta be this. It's this shit over here. Oh. Let's see, is it used? Yep, it's gone. Yep, they built the wall from here. Look at how much more wall they have. What are they doing with this? Probably going down here. That's why they generally put it over this way. It's totally gone from in here. Like, it isn't part of what's going on here. Now there's like pallets, maybe. Totally gone from here because they just don't need this fucking area now because they don't have the wall in it. I think they had the wall in it. There it is. Wall in it. Wall. So we see the wall that's gonna go around this. Literally, the material to put in around the logistical hub is just miraculously already here. Don't worry, we planned for this. And then it's used. Somewhat, actually, there. This is not built yet, though, at this time. The wall goes up here. So if we go back, like that's a pretty substantial amount of wall to wrap around that thing. Let's see how much this changes. Back again. A lot more wall. A lot less wall. So they used a lot of the wall. So they have all this wall just ready to go. October 2023. August 2023. Even back to May 2022. May 2022, all this wall. All this wall. August 2023, all this wall. I'm just comparing, definitely more wall, like they're just, like what are they planning? Oh, and then they use the wall in bulk, like it's way less. So many sections are just fucking emptied of the wall. Like they walled off a substantial area. This whole fucking thing is walled off with the wall materials that they left sitting over here for years. I wonder how they knew that they would have a huge fucking 16 kilometers squared, or whatever the fuck it is, squared kilometers region. Let's see. It's like 4x4 maybe. 3, or maybe let's do polygon. Square mile 7.3, square kilometers 19, so like at least 16 I've heard. 11.2 miles. They had just for whatever reason 11.2 miles of wall. It didn't let me put feet in. About 20 feet tall, the wall. 11 miles of 20-foot tall concrete slabs wall to just spare. Or it's all fucking pre-planned. I mean, it's not even complicated. It's clearly premeditated. I got these fucking pits here. All obvious as fuck. The world will be the jury one day. What might they say, I wonder? If the past is any indicator, they'll probably make fucking excuses. Like, what are you fucking talking about? August 2023, May 2022. They're digging fucking pits. October 2023, they're at their peak. And then June 2024, they're fucking gone. You got no leg to stand on. Fact is, dude. And to see their wall, a huge operation. How much would 11 miles of 20-foot tall concrete slabs cost to build a wall with, let's say, a foot thickness? They got around, let's say, $300 million of wall material just fucking sitting around ready to go. Oh, don't worry, dudes. We're gonna build a logistical hub. And it's got a $300 million wall. I know there's way more expensive and Great China Wall is, of course, its own thing. Trump's 46 billion or whatever the fuck. Oh my lord, fucking idiot. But just the concrete itself, $300 million. Including construction worker labor and so on. Let's just include some labor. It doesn't ignores labor. Maybe calculates that in here. Cost to build the wall around 40 million of labor, I assume. With high options potentially exceeding 1 billion. This is what they're willing to spend to hide their genocide pits. Just fucking put a wall around them. Not even the expenditures of like all the shit going on, but just to put a wall around the genocide pits. I mean, this is easily in the multi-billion-dollar project here to do what's going on here. Where they're doing what they're doing, even when they're stealing land, including buildings, and occupying them, it's still a multi-billion-dollar project to commit genocide and steal land. in this apparently occupied territory, as is, because Egypt is occupied. Okay, dudes. I think that makes the most sense for why Egypt is participating, so I'm gonna lean that way. It's occupied, just like the United States. Makes more sense that way. Than that they're just like, okay, Israel, you can build death pits outside of Gaza? Sure, we'll destroy all the homes and build clusters. Hurrah for the clusters. Hooray. I got the golden ticket. You get a fucking golden ticket. You're selected to go to the Willy Wonka cluster factory. Fucking retarded. Ew. It's so gross. Heinous and inhumane. Okay, dudes.